Hello and welcome to Baseplate Reviews. So, a bit of a different one today. We're going for a superhero themed set, and this is set 76311, Miles Morales versus the Spot, 375 pieces, and it goes for $50 US, 50 euros, 45 British pounds, and 65 Canadian dollars, which is what I purchased it in. Now, it doesn't look great from a parts to price ratio, 375 pieces, $50. But it's an intellectual property and IP. We do tend to pay a bit more for those, and you are getting 4 fairly desirable minifigures. I think the Spot is going to be the most desirable of them. This is a Spider-Man themed set, but no Spider-Man in it. We're getting Miles Morales instead. He's very much his own character, not Spider-Man. In terms of why I'm interested in it, it's from a city building perspective. We've got that nice deli and grocery store just there. I think it's very much just a facade. We should see that when we look at the back of the box, and also once we get it built. But also really do like that cop car as well. PDNY on the side, I'm sure that stands for Police Department New York instead of the NYPD. I suspect that LEGO have done that so they don't have to pay any kind of royalties to the NYPD, and also maybe just to stay out of controversies. Of course, it shouldn't be controversies with those guys. They're working under some very difficult circumstances with a lot of public scrutiny on them. You know, big up to any of the NYPD if you're watching, or family members. Yeah, tough conditions there in New York City. But anyway, yeah, back to the set. As we can see, does look like the deli is pretty much a facade. Does look like we've got a play feature where the ice box at the front of the store, you can just push down on a button and it releases the ATM there that presumably the Spot, the bad guy, is trying to steal. Pretty low level crime for a superhero, but I suppose they've got to fund their bigger plans somehow. Yeah, anyway, I'm looking forward to this one. Looks like we've got some alternate faces, alternate heads and stuff for the superheroes. Lots and lots of stickers, I'm sure. I think that nearly all of these pieces are going to be stickers rather than prints. That's just one of those things. Hopefully we get a few prints in there. But let's get this open and see what we're working with. So with just 375 pieces, and it doesn't look like anything's like too big in there. There's no big moulded element. I'm not expecting this to be too substantial. Definitely doesn't feel it. But let's get it open and at least see what's in there. I'm expecting about 4 bags or so. Probably a separate booklet for building the police car to the building itself. So there we go. 3 bags plus a bag which goes across the parts. And like I suspected, we're getting our booklet 1 is for the cop car, and then booklet 2, which is going to cover bags 2 and 3 for the deli itself. And in terms of the sticker sheet, it is a nice one, but fairly substantial. I think we've got 17 or 18 stickers there. I think probably 18, 17 numbered ones, but the PDNY sticker is labelled as sticker 1 for both of them. Yeah, it's pretty much what I expected, and I think this is going to be a pretty rapid build. Anyway, let's get on with the speed build. The speed build here is about 2 minutes long, and in terms of the build itself, there was nothing very innovative in terms of the build techniques. I wasn't expecting anything like that, but as you go through the build you will notice it just seems to be lacking on the play features and the accessories really. What is a positive in terms of the build here is that you can build together, so set someone up to work on the police car while someone else works on the deli. I'd suggest the person who's more proficient with the stickers does the deli and helps the other person out with just the 2 stickers that are on the police car. Yeah, overall it's absolutely fine, and I'll join you for the review at the end of this speed build. our Miles Morales versus the Spot set then. And this is one that kind of falls between two stools really. At $50 you're not expecting it to be a display set, but it does look pretty good. I do like the style of that police car. I do like the style of the exterior of the deli. Once we turn that around you'll see that, yeah, it's not really a display set. It's not up at that kind of quality, and at $50 you're not expecting that either. So if it's not a display set then it's got to be a play set, but at $50 it's a relatively expensive one. And in terms of play features, there's only really two kind of main features. One is this webbing, which can be used to wrap up the Spot, and you can actually kind of tie that together so it really does encase them. I actually quite like that. It's a nice piece as well. And then the other main play feature is just down here with the ice machine, so you can press the little vent at the bottom of the ice machine and it releases the ATM that's inside the deli. I will show that later on. With the police car, it's actually very little kind of in terms of play features other than rolling it back and forth. The trunk or boot doesn't open, the hood or bonnet doesn't pop open. There is space for two minifigures inside here. Take the roof off and I will show a picture with the Spot just riding in behind the police officer there. But shouldn't there really be a partition? This car's actually quite long, and I thought they may take the opportunity for there to be some kind of partition so you could put the bad guys in the back of the car, not have them riding right behind the police officer. So it doesn't quite fulfill the brief from that perspective. There's a lot of stickers, which is what I expected. That's fine, they're all pretty good. If we look inside the deli, you can see it's pretty minimal in here and actually pretty heavily stickered. So we're going from a 2x4 sticker there down to a 2x2, down to a 1x2 sticker for the top of the ATM machine. I'd have thought that that could have been printed. Then there's another sticker on the curved element there, and even here we've got a sticker which says game over on the cash register. Unsure what that refers to. Really the only print that we've got in the set is the $100 bill there. Plus in terms of some of the produce, again there's very little of this. We've got a couple of 1x1 bricks which are printed, so we've got a popcorn box and then a sunblock kind of lotion just there as well. So yeah, you can see what I mean. It's not really up to the standards of a display set. That's me knocking over another minifigure, I believe. That was Spider-Gwen Stacy coming off the side. That's quite nice. We've got an exposed stud just there, which meant we could place a figure just in that spot. I think that's pretty good considering that we're looking at a kind of Spider-Verse related set. Of course this piece comes off pretty easily. You can also remove the white element that it was attached to if you want. But overall, yeah, I think this is what I kind of expected it to be. A set that can clearly be enhanced quite a bit by doing some extra building, but it's not quite there as it stands. And when you're spending 50 US, I think you're maybe expecting a little bit more. Certainly pretty generous in terms of the minifigs. 4 of those. I will go through each of them. This will be the grocery store, the convenience store that Miles works at, which explains why we don't have a cashier working in here. We haven't got a worker for the store. That would be Miles' job himself, and we do have his alternate head, so we can kind of put him working in there, although he will be wearing his Miles Morales outfit. I don't think he wears that whilst he works, so maybe we should have had a whole alternate body, or at least an alternate torso. But yeah, let's take a look at the minifigs. For our minifigs, we'll start off with what I think is the most desirable one, and that's our supervillain, the Spot. And really appropriate that we're getting a minifigure for this one because he's just turned 40 years old, made his first appearance in comics back in December 1984, and this set was released just a few weeks after that 40th anniversary. I didn't realise just how wanted this minifigure was. When I checked online, it looks like lots of custom ones have been being made and sold before this one came out, and I'm sure people are going to be really pleased to have this officially now. I don't think it's really anything to complain about. Really excellently done. After that, we'll talk about the one other unique minifigure to this set, and that's the one that's named Officer Jefferson. This is Jefferson Morales, and he's Miles Morales' father. Should have been called Officer Morales, surely, but whatever. It's got a really nice head print. I do like the glasses, and his torso's decent as well. Does have a hat, but other than that, zero accessories, so no walkie-talkie, no handcuffs. Of course, I'm not expecting a firearm, but for a police officer to have zero accessories just seems crazy to me. Moving on to our other minifigs here, and actually I do think they are both unique to this set. We have had versions of Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider, or Gwen Stacy, whatever you want to call her, before, but I don't think we've had these versions. Starting off with Miles Morales, he's actually got a different print for his torso, so this has got some dark blue on it, and his headpiece actually doesn't have the kind of webbing effect on it, so that's a little different as well. With regards Spider-Gwen, she's actually got bright pink hands. I don't think we've seen a minifig of hers with that feature before, and her torso is also just a little different. Other than that, I'm pretty sure we've seen the headpiece before. Of course, both of these minifigs do have alternate heads as well. Like I said before, I don't really get that they are still having the same torso but having their regular heads on without their masks on. If they want to keep their identity secret, probably don't run around wearing your superhero outfits. But other than that, these are pretty good ones, and if they stay unique to this set, then another really good reason to pick this one up. I mentioned about this play feature, so we should take a look at it. So this is the one with the ice vending machine just down there, and by pressing on this little vent here, it releases the ATM machine, which we can see advertised here, that's inside the store. So the ATM, the automated teller machine, we just call it cash machine back in the UK. But like I say, if I press that button, we can see it pops out, and pretty easy to get reattached. I am just going to leave it leaning to the side there. And of course that's play feature, which can mean that somebody's running away with the ATM. I think it's fine. I just expected more play features. Yeah, like I say, absolutely fine, but just wanted more. Final thoughts on this set then, Miles Morales versus the Spot. I think that at $50 US might seem a little pricey, but does get 4 minifigures, and if you're into the minifigures, then maybe that's not such a bad price at all. Certainly, I know the Spot one has been pretty sought after. I know there's been kind of custom ones made. Even the police officer isn't just a random police officer, that's Officer Jefferson, as in Officer Jefferson Morales, so Miles Morales' dad. In terms of the car, I do like it. I really like the design. I'd have just liked there to be a partition in there to separate the police officer from the guy in the back, and also maybe some play features, something kind of that can open other than just taking the roof off. And of course the deli, maybe the main part of the build itself. It is what it is, it's pretty much a facade, but a good one. It does look good. And also in terms of the actual size, you know, it's 14 studs wide from the base to the other side of the base. If you just expand that out along here, then you're going to end up with something which can certainly form the basis of a very good start to a corner mini modular, at least the first level, and then you can think about what you do on the top level, whether you just put a roof on it. Yeah, it's not bad. Like I say, we've got those extra pieces, the webbing, the web shooters, alternate heads and faces for Gwen and Miles. Doesn't make a lot of sense for them to be having those alternate faces on these bodies, otherwise they're not really maintaining their secret identity. But yeah, not bad. I'm probably not as enthused as I was about the couple of Lego City sets that we built, so the donut truck and the off-road truck, but I have to say that this is probably going to be the one which I end up modifying and putting into the city on a long-term basis. So for me, it's done what I need it to, and hopefully this review's been useful for you. If it has, then please do leave a like, consider subscribing if you're not already, and let me know what you think in the comments below. And with that, I'll leave you and say, as always, be good.